Good morning, student. Today we will cover decision table. As we know, decision table are used to clearly and concisely define the decision statement of a problem in a tabular form. This is one flow chart. It is very complex to understand. Now we will show the logic in tabular form. How this is the how we have to take the decision. Okay, in tabular form. In today's lecture, we will show how this decision table is to be made. So, it is one of the powerful tool for defining complex program logic. और ये ज्यादातर उस टाइम सबसे बेहतर होती है जब बहुत सारे डिसीजन हो. ठीक है. इसे इट रिड्यूसेस द कम्प्लेक्सिटी. तो हम आज एक एग्जांपल लेंगे. पहले इसको हम फ्लो चार्ट से दिखाएंगे आपको कि फ्लो चार्ट में ये इस तरह से आपका डिसीजन लेना है. तो अब हम उसको किस तरह से अब हम उसको डिसीजन टेबल में किस तरह से उसको दिखाएंगे. तो अभी हम आपको बताएंगे. ये देखिए, एक डिसीजन टेबल के चार पार्ट होते हैं. कंडीशन स्टब, लेफ्ट कॉर्नर में ये आपकी कंडीशन स्टब. कंडीशन स्टब लिख देता हूं. कंडीशन स्टब. और राइट साइड में राइट अपर में आपकी होती है कंडीशन एंट्री. ये अभी एग्जांपल के वक्त बताएंगे कैसी एंट्री होती है. कंडीशन एंट्री. और इधर है आपका एक्शन स्टब, जो आपको एक्शन लेना है, जो आपको आउटपुट दिखाना है, वो यहाँ पे एक्शन स्टब. और यहाँ पे है आपका एक्शन एंट्री. एक्शन एंट्री. तो ये हमारी एक डिसीजन टेबल का ये फॉर्मेट दिया है मैंने. अब अब हमें करना है टू फाइंड द लार्जेस्ट ऑफ थ्री नंबर्स. हमारे पास तीन नंबर है ए बी सी. तो हमारा लॉजिक है सबसे पहले उन सबको इनपुट कराएंगे. इनपुट करवाने के बाद फिर क्या करवाएंगे. उसको इनपुट करवाने के बाद उसको हम पहले ए को बी से कंपेयर करेंगे. अब हम फ्लो चार्ट से दिखाएंगे कैसे ये हमें डिसीजन टेबल में करना है. स्टार्ट. दिस इज ऑलवेज oval shape. Start. Beginning of the flow chart, and it is always shown by some arrow. Direction is shown how data is moving. Input ABC. Three numbers are input by the computer. Now first decision. See, this is first decision. Now if I compare A with B, if A is greater, okay, this we follow this path. If A is greater, okay, then check again. A is greater than C. Okay, if it is also there, then say this is, suppose I say this is path 1. I am writing here to make it clear to you. Okay, and after this it is going to stop. Means if I follow this path, if A is greater than B and A is greater than C, then A is largest. Okay, so first we'll consider only this path. So let's go to first decision. A greater than B. Okay, A greater than B. Then in the first path, what is that? A greater than C. A greater than C. Both are okay. Means it is going this path. A greater than this path and A greater than this path. Then what he is saying? Print A. Do take this action. Print A. This is action stub and these are action entry. Entry means print A. Okay. Print A. Do this work. A is printed as I have shown it this flow chart. A is printed. Print A is largest. Okay. Then after that it is going to stop. This is path 1. Now here another option is there. A is greater than B. Okay. Then but A is not greater than C. It means C is greater than B also because C is greater. A is already greater than B and C is greater than A. It means C is the greatest. This is path 2. Okay. Here, if I write here dot 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 dot, I'm showing it. It is not. This is path 2. Okay. To I make it visualize to make it understand. I am writing these paths. You don't have to write these paths in exam. This is if A greater than B, but A is not greater than C. It means C is largest. Now we will encode it in table. A C, it is path is A greater than C. Okay, A greater than B. This is A greater than B. Okay, but A is not greater than C. A greater than B, but A is not greater than C. This path. Okay, this rule. Suppose this is rule 1, this is rule 2, this is rule 3, this is rule 4, and this is rule 5. Nothing is there in 3, so A is greater than B, okay, but A is not greater than C. It means what you have to write? C is the largest. Now see, I have shown C is the largest. This is path 2. In rule 5, I have written here part 2. Okay, I will show this one. C is largest. Then another path is this one. Two path I have covered. Another path is this one. If A is not greater than B, it means B is greater than A. Then check again. B is greater than C. This is path 3. Okay. This is path 3. For displaying purpose, I am writing here these paths. You don't have to write in exam. So I will encode first A greater than B. This rule I have to see. Check this rule. A greater than B. This one. Okay. It is A is not greater than B. Then what he is saying? B greater than C. Check that. Check it again. B greater than C. Okay. B is greater than C. A is not greater than B, but B is greater than C. It means B is largest. See, this is print B is largest. This is path 3. I have encoded in table. And then it is stopped. It is merging in this symbol stop. Okay. Then then see this rule we have covered this rule, we have covered this rule, and we have covered this rule. One rule is left. Fourth rule. See what is that rule? Which path it is following? Up to there, A is not greater than B. This path. Okay. And B is not greater than C. It means C is largest. This is path. If I in this is path 4. If I say this is path 4. If I indicate here, neither A is greater than B, neither B is greater than C. It means C is largest. Now, all we have only here three decisions. Okay. Now it is easy to understand. When you give this decision table to a programmer, he will clearly understand that what you have to do. What decisions? First make these decisions. Okay, action this one. Then this. If it fails, then do this work. If it fails, they do this work. All these decisions are encoded in this in tabular form. Okay. Now we will cover advantages of decision table. This is simple to design. Okay. A first advantage is when conditions are numerous and complicated. In complex situation, in complex decision, it is useful in complicated conditions. When there are more than one or two conditions which we cannot handle so easily, then it will be very easy to give directions that these are the decisions and these are the actions we have to take. Complicated situations, complicated decisions. Next, it is next point is decision decision table summarize all the outcome of a situation and suggest suitable action. That's it is even given in first point also. It summarizes and all the outcome of a situation and suggest the suitable action. Yes, see here. If it is heaven, do the take this action. If this is the situation, take this action. If this is the situation, take this action. Means it is giving also the output also in summarized form. Okay, it gives output in summarized form. It summarizes the output. It summarizes the output in tabular form. That is easy to understand. Next is they are easier to draw. They are easier to understand and easier to draw. Easier to draw. Next point is they provide more compact documentation. Actually, this is flowchart and decision tables are documentations also. When program is in maintenance phase, one person who is maintaining this flowchart, maintaining the program, he will see this table and take action and take decision whether this where our error has occurred, where our program is not giving the right result. So it will happen maintenance also. They have compact documentation. They have compact documentation. Compact documentation. They have compact documentation. Means documentation is done. Okay. And but it is in summarized form. A small table can replace flowchart. A small table can replace complex flowchart. Okay. That's why its documentation is compact. Small table can replace a big complex flowchart. ये हो गया. Next, decision tables can be changed easily. Okay, whenever I find that this action is not to be taken, this action is creating problem, I can alter that decision in our. Okay, suppose something new action is to be added, I can add there. Okay, rule is to be next rule I can make, next action I can make. So any alteration can be done very easily. Next is alteration in a And decision table is easy. Good. Next point is it is easier to understand a particular path one column than through several pages of flowchart. Okay. Now you see this path. So see this column only. In column one, is telling that these are the decisions and these are the actions. In column two, these are the decisions and these are the actions. These are the decisions and these are the actions. Every column tells about every rule. Action entries, what we have to take action. Okay. So, but whereas in flowchart, I have written these paths. You don't have to write these paths. These paths were were given to you, were to visualize that how data is moving in a flowchart. Okay. So if I remove these paths, okay, I remove these paths. Okay, 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 okay. Now I have removed these paths. Okay. Now, now tell me which is easier, decision table or flowchart. So certainly flowcharts will be difficult to visualize or to understand the complex problems or complex situations. Okay. That's why we prefer decision table. Thank you.